Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Jamie Woods back at it with another video. And guys, have you ever dreamed about working from a tropical paradise, soaking up great culture, all while living on a budget that doesn't break the bank? Then today's the video for you. We're going to be talking about Medellin, Colombia, and why it's the perfect city for digital nomads. And yes, we'll cover everything from cost of living to dating. So grab a cup of coffee and let's dive right in.
It's us.
Medellin is known as the city of eternal spring, and for good reason. Whether you're here for a few months or considering making it your base for longer, there are countless reasons why the city stands out as a top choice for digital nomads. So let's break it down, starting with what everyone wants to know first: the cost of living. One of the most attractive things about Medellin is that it offers a great quality of life for way less than what you'd pay in places like New York, London, or even major cities in Latin America. Like, for example, I'm from New York City and I spend almost close to over $2,000 on rent. You know, going to get a cup of coffee in Starbucks is almost 10 bucks. You know, everything is super expensive here in New York City or any big city in the world, Europe, wherever. It's very expensive. You're not going to really deal with this in Colombia. Here, you can rent a modern one-bedroom apartment in a safe, trendy neighborhood like El Poblado or Provenza for as low as $500 to $700 a month is what most people spend on their car payments every single month. Meanwhile, you're spending $500 to $700 a month for a luxury apartment in a very safe neighborhood in the center of everything in Medellin, Colombia. And when it comes to food, the savings continue. You can enjoy a full meal for just a few dollars at a local spot or grab some delicious street food for even less. It's the perfect place to enjoy authentic Colombian dishes while keeping your wallet happy. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big foodie. So I like to go out all the time, have some food, have some good food, you know. And in Colombia, you're going to have a plethora of that. I mean, Colombia is a very international country, you know what I mean, especially Medellin. There's a ton of different places. You got Japanese spots, Argentinian spots. It don't matter. Whatever you crave, you can find it in Medellin. And you can find it for a fraction of the price that you would in any other city or any other country in the world. And that's what I love, is that you're able to go to a 5-star restaurant, a high-class restaurant, and only spend 15 to 20 per person there. Like, I went to some spots that have mariachi bands, live performers. Like, I'm talking about places that would probably cost $100 for 2 people in America. And I only spent $40, literally half of that, less than half of that. And I had tons of fun. Everything's much cheaper. The food tastes great. I mean, if you love chicharrones, rice and beans, whatever the case is, fried plantain, like, it don't matter what you're into, man. I had great Mexican food over there. I had great Argentinian food over there. Whatever your taste buds desire, you can find that in Medellin, Colombia. All right, so now we're on to cafes. All right, so if we're going to talk about the digital nomad community here, Medellin is home to a growing number of remote workers and freelancers from around the world. And you'll find tons of co-working spaces like Selena or Tinko, and countless cafes that have high-speed internet, great coffee, and even better vibes. I mean, guys, listen, I'm not the biggest cafe type of guy. I don't really have a coffee and just chill there and start working. But I ain't going to lie, Colombia made me want to do that. Every time I went to get breakfast or some coffee, I was almost like I wanted to pull out the laptop and start working there, because you have beautiful scenery, right? A lot of these cafes look amazing and stunning. Beautiful greenery all around you. The service was spectacular. People were sweet and nice to give you the space to kind of be able to work, but at the same time, they're there to help you out just in case if you need anything. And on top of that, the internet is quick, crazy quick. And then you have a ton of other digital nomads you can just network with while you're there. Again, this goes back to what I was telling y'all, that Medellin is a very international city. And so is Cartagena, some other major cities in Colombia. Because the thing is, you're not just meeting people from South America or from the States. You're also meeting people from Europe, from Asia. I met people that came from freaking France, Australia, all around the world coming to Medellin, Colombia. Like, they're literally going on a plane and they're flying hours and hours and hours to come to Medellin, Colombia, and they're doing it with a smile on their faces. The people you meet here are one of the best parts. Whether you're looking to network, collaborate on projects, or just make new friends, it's incredibly easy to connect with like-minded people who are on the same paths. And I approached many people over there, and I would just talk to them, be like, hey, my name is da-da-da-da, and people were so friendly. Like, expats want to meet other expats. That's something that I realized. They want people that are just like them, so that way they're able to collaborate, work on projects, maybe business. Who knows, right? A lot of YouTubers that live out there. So don't be shy. If you see someone and you're like, you know what, let me see what's up, approach them, and you'd be surprised. Everyone's super nice. Everyone wants to get to know you. They want to collaborate. And one of the reasons digital nomads stay here long term, it's the weather. Medellin is known for perfect spring-like weather year round. Temperatures hover around 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 Celsius for my Colombians, which means no scorching heat or freezing cold, just comfortable, mild weather every day. And I loved it, guys. Colombia is one of those cities where you may not even need an air conditioner because it's always good year round. I mean, at nighttime it's pretty chill, where you may need a light, a light sweater or a light jacket or something to go around the city. Or for my guys, I mean, those guys, we don't really get cold easily, so you can just walk around with a shirt and you're good. So you don't got to really worry about freezing cold temperatures like here in the city, in New York City or in America, or scorching heat like Cartagena, for example. As much as I did like Cartagena, I thought it was way too hot over there, 100-degree weather. You won't have to experience that in Medellin. I don't think the weather in Medellin while I was over there was over 75 degrees. I don't think, and maybe the hottest it was over there was maybe 80 tops, but nothing over that. So it's perfect weather to be walking around, enjoying the sun, doing activities. You're not going to be breaking a sweat and you're not going to be shivering. It's the perfect balance. Now, let's get into one of the most fun parts about living in Medellin, and that's the social life. Medellin is full of energy and cultural richness. There's always something going on, from the famous Feria de las Flores to street art tours in Comuna 13. And from my experience, I thought the nightlife and the social life in Medellin was top notch. I honestly did. I mean, there's something there for everyone. If you want a lounge, they got lounges. If you want a club, they got that. If you want to bar hop, they got that too. Like whatever you want. Even the restaurants, you don't even got to go to a club or a bar to have a good time. Like the restaurants kind of turn into mini clubs at night. So if you're just dining there, having a good steak, good chicharrones, at a certain point, maybe past 9 o'clock at night, they'll have like live performers, like a mariachi band or maybe a singers or whatever the case is, dancers to go there. And you could just enjoy your time just sitting down. So if you're not much of a dancer, you could just do that. But of course, if you got them happy feet, if you like to dance a little bit of salsa, bachata, merengue, whatever your heart desires, well, Colombia's, or specifically Medellin, is one of the best places for that. You'll never get bored here. After a productive workday, you can explore Medellin's incredible cultural scene, check out the nightlife, or just enjoy the beauty of the city. And if you're into nature, you're in luck, because Medellin is surrounded by mountains, offering countless outdoor activities. So now it's time to talk about something that everyone asks when considering a city for a long-term stay, and that's dating. And let me tell you, the dating scene in Medellin is vibrant. The people here are incredibly friendly, and the dating culture is welcoming for expats and locals alike. Whether you're meeting someone through an app, at a social event, or just out and about, the warm and open nature of Colombian people makes it easy to connect. The city's lively social atmosphere means that there's always something fun to do on a date, from salsa dancing to romantic dinners with views of the city. And pro tip, as long as you stay away from Poblado, Provenza, the tourist areas, and you go to the outskirts, you go to these other neighborhoods like Lorales or any other neighborhoods, you can find yourself a very quality woman who wants something genuine with you, that you can take on dates, you can date long term, you know what I mean? But of course, if you stay in the Poblados, most likely you're going to be meeting working women. Poblado is just for fun. Remember that. Poblado is just for fun. Okay? Outside of that, that's where you find relationship-minded women, okay? So you're not going to find them in Poblado. You have to go in the outskirts to other neighborhoods to find those type of women. Now, before you pack your bags, let me hit you with a couple more things. First, internet speed. You're probably wondering, can I work remotely here? And the answer is yes. Medellin has excellent internet connectivity. Most cafes and co-working spaces offer fast, reliable Wi-Fi, and the infrastructure here is improving all the time. Not to mention that public transportation system here is top-notch. The Medellin Metro is affordable, clean, and efficient, which makes getting around the city super easy. And yeah, if you don't want to take public transportation, again, you can take Ubers. There's an app called InDrive, which is what I used when I was in Medellin. Use that. You can negotiate prices. That way you're not getting ripped off. It's very reliable. It's very safe. And on top of that, it's very cheap. Like I said before, literally, I think the most I spent in a Uber or a taxi in Colombia while using the InDrive app was, I think, $5. Maybe it might have been 10 to take me to the airport, but around the city, no more than $5. So that's the cheapest I've seen worldwide. So guys, make use of it. And of course, if you don't want to be taking that, you could take public transportation or you could walk around. Finally, if you're concerned about safety, yes, Medellin has had complicated past, but the city has made incredible strides. Popular neighborhoods like El Poblado and Larares are considered very safe for tourists and digital nomads. As with any city, it's important to stay aware of your surroundings. But overall, Medellin is a great place to live and work. So there you have it. Those are just a few reasons why Medellin is the ultimate city for digital nomads. From the affordable cost of living, vibrant community, and amazing weather, to a lively dating scene and a solid infrastructure, this city really has it all. If you're considering Medellin for your next adventure, trust me, you won't regret it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and what city are you considering for your next digital nomad destination. And if you've been to Medellin, I'd love to hear your experience. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's get it, baby.